The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense will have the ball first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Right on the money. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this window.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Church. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Dropping back, it's Blunt. Makes the grab, it's Miranda. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Church. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Church. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It rolls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Safe completion on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try to pop the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Blunt. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Steps away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he missed it. No good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I love finding those easy plays that I know are low risk, but I'm going to get some positive yards, keep me ahead of the sticks, find my tight end, run a little out route, stay in the middle of the field. Nice high percentage play.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board. Breaks into the open. Heading to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it, the offense ready to go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He leaves it with his back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing it. Job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for space. It's Church. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The running back has it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. He's got him. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28.
First down, West Virginia.
Running to the left. Oh, he's got a chance. Can't get him to the ground.
And you can tell all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Mountaineers will snap it on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about.
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Church. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's third and goal and third and long. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game.
Oklahoma, 31, West Virginia.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll toss it to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.